Chigodev, I wanted to share a story that happened a couple of years ago when I was in vacation. It was a spiritual holiday with Swami Kanchani and a group of people from Europe, and we were in Croatia. It was very beautiful. It was the summer sangha, and then we traveled to Bosnia. And one evening after we had this program, which was beautiful, we had to buy some food for the group. And so we went, it was dark already, and we bought several bags of food. And then something happened. Before that time, Guruji had told us that we should teach the Ukram Vira mantra, the Narashima mantra, to the women and to the girls, to the young women, because, especially to the women, because if they are in a dangerous situation and they chant this mantra, then immediately Narashima would come and protect them. So for me this was very serious, and I told my daughter Emily, she has Down syndrome, and she's very beautiful, and I told her this mantra, and I told her, if you are ever in danger, you have to chant Ukram Vira Mahavishnu Chvalantam Savatom Ukam Narashimam Vishanambatam Mrityom Namamyaham. So, and we learned the whole mantra. And at that time, when we were with the food bags, we were crossing over a place, and suddenly out of nothing there came about 5 or 6 street dogs. They were big street dogs, and they were running to Amy, to my daughter, and I was just not able to act. I was standing there and I was so afraid, and I could not act, and I could only watch the situation. It was, for me, was terrible. And Amy, she would turn towards the dogs, and she said, Ukram Viram, and lifted the hand, and the dogs, they were completely away, almost disappeared. They were so fast away, it was incredible. I was even thinking, these are not normal dogs, it looks like demons, because normally a dog, you would see them running away. And then after some moments, these dogs came back, and they again got closer to Emmy and wanted to attack her, and she said again, Ukram Viram, and whoosh, they were again disappeared. And then she turned to me and she said, you see, Mom, this is also working. I know how to do it. So I wanted to share this story because Guruji sometimes, he says randomly things, yeah? And if you are listening to it carefully, and he says, now when I heard this where he said, teach the women and share this mantra with women, and especially, but I'm sure it's also for Prabhus, for men, and you really do it, and then you experience it, how it works, exactly how he said it, this gives so much trust and faith, and it's such a close relation. So now I have a friend, and she is a young woman, and she wants to go almost by foot from Germany to India, and she crosses a lot of countries like Iran, Pakistan, or Albania, or Turkey, or I don't know which country she will cross, and she goes alone by herself. And I was reflecting what I should feel about this. And of course there were some fears coming up, worries, but then I remembered this story and I meditated about it, and I had the clear intuition that I want to share this story with everybody, because it's so important to know that we're always protected, and that, like Narashima protected Prahlad, Guruji is protecting each and every body of us. So Paramahamsa Vishwananda, he is protecting everybody, and this was my story. Check it out.